So what I'm going to do here again, when we're doing area and perimeter, always, I can't stress the importance of you identifying the key words. Relate the area to the number of square units. Problem number 2. What is the area of the shape? Now, they give us a reference point, a reference unit. This square equals 1 square unit. And I explained yesterday why that was, why we call it a square unit. So, now here we have 1 square unit. So, for this type of problem, it's real simple. Just count. How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our answer is what? 6 square units. 6 square units. Problem number 3. What is the area of the shape? Again, our reference units are the squares. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. Our answer is what? 19 square units. Let's go on to the next one. Okay. Determine the area of a rectangular shape given a picture on the grid. Okay, we need to determine the area of a rectangular shape given a picture on the grid. Okay, so the grid is the whole picture, okay, the entire picture. Okay. Again, our reference unit, here it is, 1 square yard. Alrighty. Which one is our rug? First of all, let's read it. A family bought a rug for their living room. So they bought a rug. Now, it's kind of tricky because I'm thinking the whole thing is a rug, right? Because you know how rugs are colorful and they have different designs? Yeah. But, going back to it, given a picture on the grid. So the picture's on the whole grid. So this would be our rug, the shaded piece. The shaded part, there it is, of the drawing shows the size of the rug. So the shaded part. So what's our answer?
3 square yards.
3 square yards. Now, next one. A family bought a rug for their living room. The shaded part of the drawing shows the size of the rug. What is the size of this rug?
1 square yard. 5 square yards.
5 square units. Going on to the next one. Okay, this is a tricky one, students. This is a tricky one. Estimate the area of a shape. So we have to estimate the area of a shape composed of rectangles given a reference unit. So again, here's where it gets kind of tricky, guys. The shaded part of the shape has an area of 1 square unit. Which estimate is closest to the total area of the shape? So this is what you do here, students. Here's our reference unit. So that piece is our square. What we have to do is now replicate or reproduce this shape here. Okay? So now you kind of just take an estimate of it, okay? Does this look like that piece?
No.
So that's not that's not replicated correctly. Does this look like the piece?
No.
That's too big, right? How about just this?
No.
No. We need to do it exactly the same. Just be careful with this. So, how about that? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yes? Now, so I could just go down and do it. But here's another thing I like to do. This piece here, the height, new word, right? The height going up and down, the height of our squared unit should be the same height as that height there. Okay? So if we just draw a line going down, like going across, and then just start there. This should be the same size as that. Sorry guys, it's kind of off. They should be the same size. Alright, I'm going to erase it so you guys can see what it looks like. Alright, these should be the exact same size, guys. So now I am going to so here should be another square there. There should be another square about there, right?
Yes.
Am I doing okay now?
Yes.
There should be another square about here. Now this one looks kind of small, right?
Yes.
But that's because it got bigger. These two, I made these two bigger than that one. Alright? So, you can always go back and erase them. Start all over. So I'm going to make it so that looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit better. And boom, there it is. Now they look better, right? Okay, now, here's the other one. So there's the other one there. Now, how am I going to do them going down now? Going up and down. So, here it is. Look, I'm just going to follow this line here. And I'm going to make them the same way. Here's another one. That's about right, right?
Yeah.
And then there's another one there. So,
So that is.
it's not going to be perfect. But that's why this is called an estimate. That means we're guessing where the line is going to be. Alright? So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 units. But that's why they give you the estimate of 8 or 9. They give you the estimate of 8 or 9 squares. Units. Now, what if I would have gotten 10? See, look at the answers here. 5 or 6. That wouldn't be it. 14 or 15. That's way off, right? 3 or 4. That's way off. So, even though it's way off, even though I have 10 units, these other answers are way off the margin. Alright? Now, let me show you, let me do another one, okay? Here's a different shape. The shaded part of the shape has an area of 1 square unit. The shaded part of the square has 1 shaded unit. Which estimate is closest to the total area of the shape? Is it A, 15 or 16, 12 or B, 5 or 6, C, 12 or 13, or D, 7 or 8? So again, we have to do the same thing. We have to pretty much just draw our lines, right? So here's the first one, okay? I always mark, look how I mark the first line here. And now here's the other very important part. Here's the other very important part. I am going to mark the one going across. Alright? It's not going to be perfect, but how does that look? That looks okay, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right there. That's okay. So look, now I got a reference point, Samantha, to go across, or go up and down. So go horizontally or vertically. This is going to be my reference unit to go vertically, and the dotted line is going to be my reference to go horizontally. Now, ready guys? Here we go. So I'm going to make the squares. Which one would be easier to make right now? Look at the shape. What would be easier for us to make? So before I go on, someone just brought up another thought in my head. So here's my vertical line, right? Well, this line helps me as well to make another reference. Look, there's another line there. So there's a lot of reference points everywhere. The middle line, I just brought it all the way down. Boom, there's another one.
But it's too big.
Well, hold on. Now I'm going to use a small one here. Look at the small reference point. Now I go about where? Where would I stop? Where would I stop for that one? About right there, maybe?
Yeah.
Then I go down.
You have.
Okay? Now I can keep going all the way down, vertically, right?
Yeah.
But it might get confusing. So I'm going to go horizontally. There should be another line there, okay? It's fine. Now, we're trying to make it the same height. The same height. The same height. And that one right. It's really bad. So let me do a straight line. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but now you remember this line. So now I'm gonna put one right down the middle. Now they again, they don't have to be super perfect, guys, but so where would my other one be? But right there, right? Try to make them look the same, and I think that would go there, right? So does it look perfect? No, but again, it's an estimate, okay? So now I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Or 16.
So 15 square units, right?
15 square
Now,
units.
look at the difference in the other ones. 5 or 6, 7 or 8. Ooh, 12 or 13 is pretty close, right?
Yeah.
But we're at 15, so our answer is
A.
A.
15 or 16.
Next one. All right, we did this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go real brief over it. First thing you have to do here is count the full squares, okay? Then count the half squares, okay? All right, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
There's 22.
So there's 22 full ones, 22 full square units. Now, here's the next one. I'm going to use a different color. All right, so this half
Is one half.
and this other half
Is one half. So that means it
One
becomes
whole.
one.
It's one whole.
both equal one whole. Okay? Now, here's another 2 here, another one there. That's another one. Here's another one. That equals another square unit. Here's another one there.
There's 4.
And go ahead, shade them in, guys. Shading them in helps. You don't get confused that way. And those 2 equals 5. These 2 there equal another one. And the next 2 halves equal a third one. Oh, wait. What did I do here, guys?
Oh,
have
there's
one
one
more
left over.
Well, there's one left over here, but look at it closely. Exactly. Here it is right there. So that's my 8th. What's my answer? So I have 8 plus 22 equals 30 square units. That's how you do that.
Oh, easy.
Any questions about this?
No, I like that one.
All right, this is where a lot of you did it
Wrong.
incorrectly. Try the other one. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Different colors again. Different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's important that you mark these. 20
4.
square units.
24 square.
Now I'm gonna go with the halves.
25.
Okay, so there's 1,
2.
2,
3.
3,
4.
4.
24.
What's my answer?
24.
24.
Yay, next
On to the
one.
next part.
Yes.
Okay, now, this is the same thing. we need to identify the area, but this time they don't give us squares. This is where your multiplication sense comes into play. Okay, determine the area of a rectangle given a picture showing length and width. Important, area. You'll be getting problems where there's area and perimeter. Okay, so it's important that you know. What is what. What is the area of the rectangle? So what is the formula for area? Area, to find the area, we need to find it's going to be either length times width, or here's what some books use. Area is equal to base times height. Base times height, or length times width. So what is my base or my length?
Base is
Nunez.
Your length is 18.
18.
And your width is.
Well, base is 18 and
height.
Height.
The height is 14.
14. So if you're going to use base, then its partner is height. If you're going to use length, Natalie, its partner is width. So 18 times 14. Ready to do the math?
Yes.
18 times 14. So we got to do 18 times 14.
Can we use lattice?
You can use whatever you want.
You could do it.
So 18 times 14. Again, area equals length times width, or base times height. 8 times 4 equals
32.
32. 4 times 1 equals
4
plus 3,
7.
7. Now 8 times 1,
252.
8 times 1 equals, remember the answer goes on the tens column.
Yes.
8 times 1 equals what?
8 times 1, 8.
8. 1 times 1,
1.
1. Now we add 2. 8 plus 7 equals
16.
5. 15.
2.
2. Our answer is
So I was right.
252 square units. What is the area of rectangle? Here's 24 and 11. What is the area of a rectangle? Samantha, what do we do here? Area equals base times height, or area equals
Next one.
length times width. What do I do here?
The 11 feet will go to multiply.
Now, the next step is to multiply 11. Actually, I'm going to put 24 first, okay? 24 times 11. 4 times 1, 4.
2.
4 times 2, 2.
264.
4 times, now this one, 4 times 1,
4.
4. 1 times 2, 2. Now we add those. Oops. So it's 24 plus 20. It's 240. 4, 6, 2. 264 what?
Square unit.
Square. Good. Good job, Miranda. Square feet. It's not units anymore, square feet. Okay, now, here, you don't get a picture. Now you gotta visualize a picture and make it yourself. Determine the area of a rectangle given the length and width. This is really not that hard. All you guys gotta do is just pay attention to the language. Always important, the language. A rectangle is 14 feet. What does long mean? Length, good. And 6 feet width, all right? Find its area. So just make your own drawing. Where's long? What's length is
14.
down here equals what?
14.
14. Width?
6.
6. 6. So what do? Area?
You have to multiply.
Yes.
You have to multiply 14 14 times 6. The answer is 84.
14 times 6. 6 times 4?
30, no, 24.
24 plus 2. 6 times 1?
7, 8.
6 plus 2 equals 8. The answer is 84 what?
84
Square feet.
It's important you put units to that. Square something. Square little candies. Something. Alright? Square feet. It's important you identify the type of unit it is. Okay, another one. What's your question?
My question is
Hold on. Okay, next one. A rectangle is 13 feet long. 13 feet long and 4 feet wide. What is the area of the rectangle? What do I do? Area equals length times width or base times height. What do I do?
You have to multiply 13 times 4.
13 times 4. Good. 3 times 4 equals
Add 1.
4 times 1 equals 4
5.
plus 1 equals 5. Guys, the hardest part here is that you take your time and identify that a rectangle is 13 feet long. So here's the number. 4 feet wide. What is the area? You need to know what to do. Are you going to do area or are you going to do perimeter? Here they're telling, and the question will always tell you what to do. It's all the information is in the question.
But you forgot one.
No, I'm not gonna do them all. Alright, we already did this one.
Next one.
Okay, now
You have to divide
determine the area of a rectangle. Again, it's all here. Determine the area of a rectangle. As soon as you hear area, what comes into your head? Do you think add or you think multiply?
Multiply.
We think multiply, right? Immediately I think multiply, right? Yes.
You have to multiply 16 times 23.
Okay, well, the number of desks that can fit into a classroom depends partly on the size of the desktops. The top of a desk is shown below. Here's the top of the desk, okay? It's 23 inches.
Height, length,
It's 23 inches in length, 16 inches in
Width.
width. What is the area of the desktop? What is the area of the desktop? Yes.
Now you have to times 3
Uh-huh.
times 16.
Times 16.
You go to 68.
All right.
I did that.
I don't know.
I got
3 times 1 equals
0. What?
3. 2 times 1 equals 2. 3 times 6 equals 2 times 6 equals. Now I add 8 plus nothing. 3 plus 1 plus 2. 0 plus 2 plus 1.
68.
What's the answer?
368.
368 what?
Square unit. Desk.
Square feet. Square yard.
Square inches.
Square inches.
Square inches. Now, I'm going to erase this because I need the space right now. So, the number of cattle, what's cattle?
Cattle.
Cows.
Cows, good. Cows, it's a group of cows. The number of a herd of cows, right? So the number of cattle that a pasture can hold depends on its area. Pasture is an area where cows what?
Cow.
Eat, right? They go and graze. Right? They go eat the actually not the hay, the actual the grass, right? A rectangular pasture is 78 by 55 yards. What is the area
Multiply. No, we don't
of
know
the
if
pasture?
We don't know if it's multiplied yet.
Well, actually, we already do because I already came to the end of the question.
Oh.
What is the area of the pasture? So, 78 yards by 55 yards. What do I do?
Multiply.
Multiply 78 by 55.
25, 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Okay, multiply. I'm going to do it the partial product.
50, 20, 25, 30,
5 times 8
40.
equals 40. 5 times 70 equals 35, right? 350. 5 times 50 times 8.
No, that's wrong.
I'm doing this one. 50 times 8,
50 times
400. 405.
40, 400. And then there's 50 times 70,
that,
35.
30.
35, right? 2 zeros, 0, 0, and 7 times 5, 35. Now I add
400.
0,
4,
9, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12, 3 plus 1 equals, what's the area?
4,290.
Square yards.
Sorry, wrong one.
Ooh, so, now, here's, I need everyone's attention now.
Okay.
Determine the missing side length of a rectangle given a side length and the area. This is where it gets tricky, guys. What is the formula for area? Area equals length times width, right? So what's going to happen here, watch, it's important that you always write the formula, okay? The area of a rectangle is 24 square units. So now they're actually giving us what? The area. The area equals 24. The rectangle is 6 inches long.
With the length.
How wide is the rectangle? So, in these type of actually, I would need you guys. This is what the problem is showing you. 6 times something equals 24. Now, if I change this around, 6 times something equals 24. Now, Yael, what's that 6 times something?
6 times 4 equals 24.
Okay, so 6 times 4 equals 24. The reason you found this out and you did it in your head was that you did the opposite. You have two numbers, guys. You have a 24 and you have a 6. 6 times something equals 24. Now, but when we start from the top and go down, we're actually dividing now. So 24 divided by 6 equals 4. Anytime you go on the other side of the equal sign and use that number to help you, you need to do the opposite of what that sign tells you to do. Again, anytime you go on the opposite side of the equal sign, you are no longer multiplying. You're doing the exact opposite. Dividing in this case. So, now, so here what you have to do is you have to divide these numbers. You have 24 divided by 6 equals our answer, and that's 4. For what?
4 inches.
4 inches. 4.
So here's not 4 inches squared. Why? Because it's only the one side. Now, let me show you. I should have shown you what we did in a picture first. So, this is what happened, guys. They told us the area of a rectangle is 24 inches. This is a horrible rectangle.
I got it right here. Okay. I got it right here.
What this question told us was that, hey guys, there's 24 squares in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay? Now, I am going to give you, so there's 24 in here. 24 square inches, right? Square inches. So that's what they're telling us. You got 24 square inches here. I'm also going to give you other information. The other information I'm going to give you is the rectangle is 6 inches long. It is 6 inches long. Okay? Your job is to find out what goes here. Your job is to find out what the width is. So here, because there's a picture, you can tell, oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's what they're doing by asking you this type of question. They're telling you the area is 24, the inside part is 24. I'm also going to give you the length, which is 6. And then you need to figure out what the width is. We're doing the opposite. You know how normally we were like, okay, yeah, 6 times 4 equals 24, right? 6 times 4, we multiply, equals 24. Well, now they're like, okay, I'm going to trick you. I'm going to give you the inside number and one of these outside numbers. So now you got to think backwards. So that's why here we do the opposite. You guys want to do another problem of these? No? All right, I'm going to give you some work, guys. So this will be... Okay, so for this next problem, we're going to do number 2. For number two, again, identify the keywords. The area of a rectangle is 35 square inches. So the whole yellow part is 35 square inches. The little 2 means squared. The rectangle is 7 inches long. So that means that the bottom side, or I'll put it on the top now, is 7 inches long. So this is 7 inches long. How wide is the rectangle? We need the width. Okay, so again, write the area, write the formula. Area equals length times width, or base times height. The area, they gave it to us, which was 35. The area was 35. So the area is 35. The length is 7 inches in length. So we need to find out what W is. Okay, so again, since we're going into the other side, here's two ways to phrase it. 7 times something equals 35, or 35, what's the turnaround factor of that? 35 divided by 7 equals our answer. So the width would be 5. So this is our answer. 5 inches long. So now we're going to do number 3. The area keyword of a rectangle is 84 square centimeters. So the inside part, the shaded part, is 84 squared centimeters. The rectangle is 6 centimeters wide. So now they're giving us the width. We need to find the length. Again, important that you write the formula. Area equals length times width. So the area is 84. The rectangle is 6 centimeters wide. So we have length or long times width or wide. So here it is. So now you bring everything down. So now we have length times 6 equals 84. Or 84 times something equals 6. Now this is a much larger number that we have to divide. So it's just better to go the partial quotient or the traditional division way. So the turnaround fact here, let me go back a bit. The turnaround fact to 84, it's 84 divided by 6. Let me set it up correctly. 6 divided by 84. How many times does 6 go into 8? Ones. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So I just divide it. 6 into 8 goes ones. Multiply. 1 times 6 equals 6. The answer goes beneath the number we're working on. Now we subtract. 8 take away 6 equals 2. We bring down. Once we bring down, we automatically start again. So now we're going to do 6 into 24. Don't get confused and write your answers in this area. The answers will always go on at the very top. So 6 into 24, that goes 4 times. Just divide it. 4 times 6 equals 24. Subtract. 24 take away 24 equals 0, and we have our answer. 14 centimeters is our length.